Welcome everybody to a video I really did not think I was going to be making until like yesterday, but I mean, we're here in Vault Hunters, so I think you guys can kind of figure this is going to be a Yap video. Um Except it's not necessarily the greatest Yap video in the world. Um I really don't know how else to start this, so kind of just let's go. First off, I wanted to mention that, which will kind of tie into like the whole point of the video. Um I am pretty positive that there will not be any Severed Souls content like at all from me. Um, I literally only have like 30 minutes left of the first episode to edit, and I'm done with it. But I'm not necessarily like pleased with it right now. And I also haven't looked at it in like a week, which I'll get into kind of why. Um, I haven't really looked at it in a minute, and at this point, we're in session 4, and something happened session 4 that I want to show you guys right now. At this point, people probably already know, but I'll show you guys a clip. This is KC, not me. I unfortunately had some IRL uh things happening at the time. So here's this clip.
Should I go for it?
Yeah,
Eat
please,
eat the
please like
saturation.
alert us when you're going.
Eat the sat stew and then eat a gap for the buffer hearts.
I'm going now. Now! Dude, I panicked so bad. Dude, I forgot to eat.
And yeah, so I am gone. I died, which does suck, but I'm not like gonna beat up KC for it or anything. Nor like am I really mad at all. It kind of just is what it is. The only reason it kind of sucks is because that is the last time I planned a team with Colin JDF, but it is what it is. Low key, probably even it shouldn't have happened in the first place. But yeah. So I'm out of Severed Souls. I was eliminated from the void. So yeah. So that was kind of. I mean, it kind of was a demotivator for me uploading, but it's not like the main reason I didn't. Am I gonna die? I almost died. That was fun. Also, I haven't played this game in like God knows how long, and all of a sudden there's goats in the game. So with that being said, I'm not very pleased with doing content for Severed Souls at this point. If I do end up doing Severed Souls content, it'll kind of just be at my own pace whenever I feel like it, rather than trying to rush out whatever I can so that way my video like actually performs good. Because at this point, I don't really care anymore. Which is why I showed you guys the clip of me dying, because I don't really plan or think that you'll get it anytime soon. So, and I want to just get my POV out of that. So there you go. But in ties to that, unfortunately, about a week ago, well, the week last week at the time I'm recording this, last week, on about Wednesday, my family got a call that my Thea was in the hospital because she was in the hospital. She was gonna go into surgery for like an emergency surgery. She didn't plan on having the surgery, but that things were looking pretty bad. Um, Mind you, as a backstory, this Thea is very, very like vital to a big portion of my family. Like we called her the cornerstone of our family, or like the glue of it, because she connects all of us really together. Um, well, Wednesday it happens where she's in the hospital, she's having surgery. So my day kind of gets busy Wednesday, and then Thursday, um, Thursday we kind of I didn't go to school Thursday. I stayed home. Well, I didn't stay home. I was at the hospital because on Thursday we found out that it was gonna seem very likely that she was not gonna make it, um, because she had a viral bacteria eating like infection that was happening, which with a lot of other external symptoms that she had just through life, things were gonna look very bad. Where the surgeries they were doing, they could either keep doing them, which would not give her a comfort of life at all, or they could, allow her to pass peacefully. Um, so Thursday, I'm there at the hospital. I got to see her. It's not the most pleasant memory I'm gonna have but it's there. So Thursday goes on. I'm with a ton of my family, just around everybody. And then Friday comes along, and Friday, we kind of thought that she would pass on Thursday, but we were able to do it because we had family coming from out of town that wanted to see her before she inevitably passed. So we were able to wait like for them to come before they, I guess if you want to say, pulled the plug. So Thursday it was just a lot of people saying their goodbyes, I guess. And then Friday was more or less the same thing with everybody else, except it was the out of town folks who were kind of doing it this time. And then, mind you, I didn't go to school either that day. I was at the hospital just the entire time, again with all the family. And on Friday at 6:49 p.m., my Thea passed away. Thankfully, I wasn't in the room when it happened, but I ended up having to rush with some of my other family to try and go see her because we got a text that she was passing. And then basically within an instant, it was she's passing to she has passed. At this point, I still haven't comprehended it. Like, I haven't fathomed that she's gone. Which low key, I haven't really had time to process it, but and I'm gonna try not cutting out a lot of things, but there might be little pauses because I'm like talking about this, um, but yeah. So she passes on Friday, and I mean, luckily she was around everybody. I was debating about doing this because I knew I would kind of get choked up a little bit. God damn it, I'm dying. Hold up, I gotta lock in real quick and then we can go back to it. She passes on Friday. Luckily, she's around everybody that really mattered. So that was hard on Friday, was being in the room with everybody because a lot of emotions, a lot of tears. I mean, happy tears that she was gone without pain, but obviously not the most pleasant experience in the world. So Friday happens, she passes, we all kind of go home. And then Saturday, in order to honor her, I guess if you want to say, we did a big old party. With just all the family. Did a big old party, grilled, drank. I might have drinking a little bit too much and might have blacked out, but there's a few people who know that story, but we're not gonna get into that. So we have a big old party on Saturday, which is why I didn't go to BTC on Saturday, which in the end resulted in KC dying. But again, like I've said, not the biggest thing in the world. Saturday that happens, and then Sunday I wake up kind of groggy because I'm still recovering from Saturday, and then I kind of just relax. But it's kind of the first day we're really taking it all in, if you will. So it's kind of like a somber mood. And then Monday hits, and there's immediately stuff like family drama stuff that's going on, which I'm kind of forced to be around. Not like fully, but it's like kind of front and center right now. At least the past few days it has been. Mainly because my Thea passed, and I'll say this. So we say, or at least I've been saying Thea, but it's a complicated thing where she, like, I've considered her my Thea. I never called her Thea. In fact, the only time I ever called her Thea was when she was passing on Thursday or the day before. Or no, it was Friday. It was Friday, and I actually think she had already passed. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'll still leave that. So yeah. So moral of the story, it has been a really, really crazy fucking week. This past week. and it kind of made me realize a few things. For one, we had just seen her the Saturday before, like, so on the 15th of November, so like 2 weeks ago now. My family went to a school event that was going to be hosted for, well, the school. And my Thea, as I'll just keep referring to as, she was there. And the really odd thing about it was that, because my dad's birthday was that following Wednesday, and her birthday was Thursday. She actually, now that I'm remembering this, she passed the day after her birthday. So there's that. But my family had just seen her that Saturday, and then 5 days later, no, like 6 days later, she passes, and that's it. She's gone now. Which kind of just made me realize how, well, one, how crazy life is, which, I mean, I already know, but two, how quick things happen. Which really, like, right now, it's still messing with me. Just how a week ago we were chilling, and then the following week, the whole, like, everything is turned upside down. So that now it's like, oh, well, Thanksgiving's gonna be weird. Christmas is gonna be different. Everything's gonna be different, all within the span of a week. So to my point with that, it just made me realize that life is very quick and very fast, and I need to be mindful of that. But on top of that, kind of the point why I'm here, other than just finally getting that stuff off my chest about my Thea, I died. Cool. That's great. Kind of just to get that off my chest about what happened with my Thea and kind of how I've been the past week, because I haven't necessarily been the greatest. I'm still not really the greatest. But I'm kind of focusing on school. I think, as of now, it is a good time for me to take a break. What I mean for break is, I mean, at this point, this video should count as my spiral requirement. If it doesn't, that's low-key kind of a flaw in the system that we have. But this should count as my spiral video, giving me at least another 3 months before I need to post, which I don't think the break will be that long. But the plan right now is to take a break, at least for sure with posting. Take a break with posting for sure until December 13th. Well, okay. Break with YouTube until December 13th. At that point, I will either stream the first day of Helix or not. If I don't stream the first day of Helix, then there's a likelihood I don't do anything for the rest of the year. But I wouldn't guarantee that because Helix is going to be great. So that's the first thing. It's taking a break from YouTube, like an official break, not just, oh, I don't really feel like editing, like taking an actual break. The second thing I'm thinking is just trying to stay as far away from, not the community, but as far away as I can from technology, like as much as I can, especially because now we're coming to the end of my school year. So I kind of have to lock in with that. And it's only got about another 2.5 weeks. So locking in with that, and I think trying to space myself from a lot of the outside little like chatter that I hear would be helpful. It's not like I'm gonna leave the community now and all that. It's more like a extended hiatus for now, if you would. I still don't even know fully details on that. The only thing I've been certain of to this point is that I want to formally announce a hiatus from YouTube, at least either until the 13th or a little further. But yeah, I kind of just wanted a way to get that off my chest. It helps because, again, I haven't really taken time to divulge into everything that's happened over the past week. It still hasn't hit me. Like, I'm still in a state of shock, if you will. And yesterday I went to a basketball game, and that was like the most, well, it was a great way to clear my mind off of it, you know. But yeah, so this is my announcement of a formal hiatus. The the next thing you can expect to see from me will be a Helix stream. Unless I go back on my word and just end up doing a video anyways, which I highly doubt. But there's that. For all I know, there could be the chance that the hiatus from YouTube turns into a hiatus from the community. I wouldn't go that far yet. At least until the rosary happens for her and the funeral, then things are gonna be kind of weird. But I think after that, it'll kind of be better. But yeah, does suck that I just died in this, but it doesn't really matter because I haven't played this in like months. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to anybody who fully watched it, or I guess to the people who just wanted to see me die in Severed Souls, which I don't even think a lot of people even really know about. There might be a POV out today at the time I'm recording this, but yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed, and peace.